Ubiest of the tubiest. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. Mine is about 49 because I am extremely tired today. So, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap up our business, what to do, how to do it, why we do it, little mini series. I'm not going to have enough time to bust it all the way down, but I do believe that if you've been watching, that you're going to get enough information, okay? What I'll do is expand on it based off the questions you guys put in the comment section, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, okay? I asked y'all to write down what you wanted to get out of trucking, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the majority of you want to be owner operators or, um, lease operators or, some track on being a trucking business owner. So I'm just going to get to the meat and gravy of it. The two obvious paths, owner operator and a lease operator, those are two totally different things. So the first thing we're going to do is break down the difference between an owner operator and a lease operator. a a lease operator works for, his name is 50 plus. He works for Swift, and he went into the office and said, "Hey, I want to lease a truck." And they say, "Sure, sign on the dotted line." And you get a 4 or 5 year lease, one of the two. You get to go out and pick your brand new truck. You can pick the color. You can get a Freightliner. You can get a International. You can get a Volvo. You can get a KW. Refrigerator in it, microwave in it, ready to roll. Sitting you out there, and you start bing, bing, bing on the Qualcomm. Get you some loads, go to work. Owner operator. He goes to Swift. He said, "Hey, I have a truck. I want to lease that truck onto Swift, and I'll take loads off of your load." You know, so essentially the same thing happens. So the biggest difference between the two, aside from how Swift pays um, their owner operators, and I gotta be honest with you, I don't know for certain, but they can't pay like true owner operator companies pay because there ain't a whole lot of owner operators in Swift fleet. First off, Swift likes bigger companies like that, CR England and all them. These are starter up companies. The vast majority of their drivers are new. Okay, and I'll explain the reason why that is in just a little bit. Okay, the biggest issue and deciding factor there to let you know the plus and the negative is Swift call you in the office. They say, "Hey, you got too many service failure. We're gonna let you go. Fire your ass." If you walk out to the truck, get in the truck, and drive to the gate to get out the yard, if they let you out that gate with that truck, you own operator. If you leasing that truck, your ass some bitch ain't going nowhere. They gonna cancel your lease, and you gonna leave that truck right there on the lot because you don't own that damn truck. So don't think just because you sign a lease that you got some sort of vested interest in that truck, because you do not. Okay, is that a bad thing? I don't know. We gonna get to that too. So um, you'll get a lot of guys on YouTube. The vast majority of them are going to tell you how crappy being a lease guy on a company like Swift or any of them. It's such a bad deal. Essentially, what happens is you take responsibility of the truck, not ownership, but responsibility of the truck. So you pay for all the repairs, you pay for all the fuel, you pay for everything. Swift give you a little extra pay per mile, but you eating that up with, with the use of the truck, pretty much. So yeah, it is not a financial benefit to you. Owner op. Swift piss you off, you can go take that truck somewhere else and make you some money someplace else. Besides, if you're gonna be an owner operator, chances are you're not gonna work for Swift. You can go work for somebody like say Landstar, and they don't pay about a mile. That's why Swift don't have a bunch of owner operators, or not any other big company don't have a huge owner operator um, fleet, because people like Landstar pay a portion of the load, like 70%, 80%, depending on how much of the equipment that you own. So if you're not renting their trailer, you're not renting anything from them, you get a bigger piece of the pie. And then if you're a specialty, meaning you pull in a low boy or a RGN or something like that, the money go way up. And I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact because that's who my son pulls for, and he just yesterday picked up an RGN, and the load that he's picking up tomorrow morning paid $12,000. It's oversized on height, width, and weight. So you get a bunch of money. You ain't gonna make that at Swift, please. Come on, that ain't how it works. So, uh, you're gonna have to get to the owner operator level. Okay, I'm going to go against what the vast majority of the YouTubers say about Lease, because of Mary. The whole story I told you in the previous video about Mary at a bakery is no different than you in a trucking. Mary wanted to bake pies, you want to buy a truck, or you want to drive trucks. Mary liked it so much you wanted to make more money with it, so you owner operate the truck. Mary realized owner operating or expanding her kitchen did make her a business owner, and it didn't make her the money that she needed to make to justify a business. So Mary bought a storefront, hire some employees, just like you would buy more trucks and hire drivers. Then you got a business. That's the same thing. The story I told you is exactly what we're fixing to do right now. So Nas, here's the answer. Listen up. You want to get started in business and trucking, start early. 50 plus would go to Swift and say, I want to lease a truck. I'm going to lease a truck for 4 years. Why am I going to lease? And now all these people on YouTube say, you don't want to do that. That's stupid. You just giving a company making money. They ain't spending money on the truck. You got hold on, blah, 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 blah. All negative. But here's the positive. Here's the truth to it. You don't want to go get a bachelor's degree in business, then get a business mentor to walk you through the process of being a successful business owner. So you need to learn business. You need to learn the trucking business. So if you go lease, you're going to have the best learning environment with the least amount of risk. They ain't saying no risk. That's risk always, okay? But that's the least amount of risk. So what are you going to learn? Damn near everything. In the first year with this brand new truck, you're not going to have much to deal with as far as repair is concerned. So you'll be focused on the accounting side of it, the insurance side of it, what it takes to, a per mile to make the truck make money. You're going to learn all that real fast in the first. You're going to learn it in the first couple of months. If you don't, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? But you're going to have a whole year to get that down pat before you start having other issues involved, like spending money on repairs. But before that 4-year lease is up, you're going to have run the gauntlet. You would know from leasing that truck how trucks work, how making money and driving trucks work. And you didn't have to go to the bank, get a loan, buy a truck, and then figure it out. Shit. Come on now. See all these other guys on YouTube, they telling you all this stuff. They go out and go buy these trucks and get started, and 6 months later, where they at? Or watch them. Watch the first video they made when they got the truck, and then start paying attention to the videos after that, and all the breakdowns and all the complaints and all the, because they didn't do it right. They didn't do it right. You know why come they didn't do it right? Because they tried to perform dentistry just because they got a dentist's office. Don't know how to do shit. Don't know how to goddamn pull a tooth. All they know how to do is tie a string to the doorknob, snatch the door closed. They don't know how to do that stuff. They don't know how to run a business. That's why the trucking company failed. They went out and bought a piece of shit, and piece of shit keep breaking down. They have no other sources of income, and they're in trouble. But if you go through a company like that, you sign a lease, they give you a brand new truck, it's going to be a while before it start having any issues. And by that time, you would have built up a savings to repair it. That's going to happen because they're going to take it out of your check before you get there. Before you get your check, they would have already taken all that stuff out, and they would have a little account where they're putting all that money in so that you can tap into it when those things happen. I'm just telling you how it works. They already know, okay? So you're learning this right off they dime, okay? So is it a good thing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because you think someday you fix to own that truck, because that's not exactly how it worked. But in the instance with Nas, that's not a bad thing. So when the lease is up in 4 years, let's say you did 100,000 miles, truck had 400,000 miles on it, and then at the end of the lease, they're going to give you an option to buy it. Now, you then go to a bank and finance it. You ain't financed it through Swift or any other company because they're going to charge you as a high-ass rate of interest. Not only that, they still own the note. What you want to do at that time, go to the bank. The bank got title, means it's your truck. Now, you have to lease the truck back on to Swift because you own the truck, not them. Guess what that made you? Step 2, owner operator. So Nas, you drive that truck and you bust the ass, man. You pay it off fast. So now you have that truck. You got that truck paid off. You go then buy you a new truck. I ain't telling you get rid of the old one. You're just gonna keep that one, and you're gonna go buy a new one. So now you have 2 trucks. Now you go hire the 2 people that Mary hired. Put them in that truck. You got some other issues with it. You gotta make sure they're taken care of, right? So you do double loads. So you go on the load board. You pick a load where there's 2 trucks needed. Not of them. That's a lot. That's all the time. It's multiple freight coming out there. They all can't fit in one truck. So the dispatcher, he'll have multiple trucks coming out of there. So you hook them both up, and now you following that truck. The truck's following you is with you the whole time. So you can kind of micromanage it. You have to micromanage it because you only have one other truck. See, and you got to be around when it break down, all that good jazz. So, are you making money off that truck? Hell yeah, you're making money off that truck. But you have substantially lowered the risk than to have rented the truck out and let them pick their own loads and do everything they got to do. You still have control of the truck and where it goes and the repairs and all that good stuff. Okay, I know we have 16 minutes now, but we're wrapping this up. Okay, so owner operator, that's the level you're at right now. Okay, my son is the owner operator. This happened today. Actually happened yesterday. I didn't find out about it till today when he called me. He had a step deck, so he was putting equipment, and he wanted to go get buy an RGN. So he bought the RGN, and he had to go pick it up. He told me today he deadhead 2,000 miles. He didn't tell me until after he done it, because he know I was doing that fucking no. We figured another route because it costs too much money. Guess who paying that? If you don't operate a guess, you paying it. It's a business expense. Then he get there, and the RGN is buried in snow, so he can't even pull it out of there. He's still at tonight. He can't pull it out. They broke it loose and reparked it, but he can't pull it out till tomorrow morning. All this happens, so it ain't a cakewalk. This is real. If you're a business owner, those last 2 days, where the income come from? He ain't a business owner. He's an owner operator. He know he ain't a business owner. That's why he called Daddy to come join him and turn it into a business. And that's what we're gonna do. If y'all gonna follow me through the whole deal, it might take a few years. You ride with me the whole time. All the ups and downs, ins and outs, I'm gonna let you know the whole thing. But in order to get there, you got to go step by step. So you're gonna start as a lease operator. That's not a bad thing. Don't let anybody tell you that it is. You just have to do it for the right reason. Don't do it because you think that someday you're gonna own that truck. You're doing it for the sole purpose of learning how the trucking business works. Okay? So all that story that I told you about Mary and the cake and the pies and all that shit, you're probably thinking, why in the hell is he telling me all this shit? It's all relevant, and I just made it relevant. It's the same thing. Mary made pies, you drive trucks. Business is the same from the ground up. Every time a business makes another step, it's the same step all other businesses make. Okay? So, you can do it. You don't listen to any YouTubers that are negative. If all they got to do is talk bad about a situation, they have nothing good to talk about that situation. Move on. or just watch it for entertainment purposes. But if you want to take something to heart, they need to be able to show you both sides. And I'm telling you, the wrong side of leasing is you doing it because you want to own that truck. That's the wrong side. That's the wrong side because the chances of you owning that truck the proper way is next to nothing. And think about it like this. If you did the math, in actuality, if you did the math, you're going to drive about 125,000 miles a year. So for you, you have 500,000 miles in that truck. I'm going to tell you right now, it's 2019, and Swift is already getting rid of 2016s. They don't even own a truck that long. They're going to lease it to you. They don't even own it that long. Because some bitch will start breaking down. Okay, so what? That don't make sense. You're not getting into lease because you want to buy the truck. You get into lease because you want to learn the business. Okay? If you guys want me to dig deeper, I'll dig deeper. But I think that I've given you enough to make your mind start clicking in a different paradigm. Get into this for a purpose. Write that purpose down. Then explore on how you're going to get to your end game. Write it down. Set goals. Reachable goals. And just take them step by step. And you're going to get there. It's the only way to be successful. I've done it. I did it, man. And all my business is the same thing. I got a lot of real estate and rent houses and shit. And it started with one. And these hands, doing all the repairs, rebuilding all the painting work and flipping it and getting another one. Flipping it, getting another one. Build a new construction for a rent house, then find another house to flip. Over and over and over. It starts with a lot of hard work and it starts really small. And you have to set goals. So, if you want to be successful, follow the lead. You don't have to do what you have to do what I'm telling you. There may be another path to success that I don't know about. If that's the way you go, I wish you well. All right? I'm going to bed. I really do hope that these last 3 videos helped quite a few of y'all. My theory is if it only helped one, I failed. If I find a cure for cancer and if it cures one person, I succeeded. Bullshit. If you try to find a cure for cancer and you ain't cured but one person, you fail because the millions of others are suffering. So I hope that this doesn't just help one of you. I hope that it opened the eyes of the vast majority, okay? Time to go to bed. Boop.